in 333. They round out our second group of cars. Then we'll move back to group number 3. So group 3, we have got a couple cars coming into position now. So there's been a slight change around. Ben Sanders in 517 now takes row number 4, with Elliot Wise going back in 527. He'll be slotted in elsewhere. So again, another typo there on the grid. So we'll do his best to try and get Group 3 round. Group 3 will be headed off by the 298 of Luke Durbridge, and then 713 of Riley Scott Sanders on his outside. That is row number 7. Row number 8 is behind that, which consists of 327 of Emilian Ferranel and the 297 of Ash Robbins, who's had a bruising night, I think is how I'm going to phrase it. They will now line up down there on turn number 4 as they shuffle themselves around. Then the car from the back of the grid, it looks like we're going to put from the back of that group is the B43 car, Safira Frou-Frou. Then we've got 66 Hamish Prenderleith and 224 Callum Smith from the back of the grid. Both of those only scored, I think, the singular point to get into this. So everybody is now into position. We're now just about ready to go as SSBL is proudly presenting the 2023 2-litre saloon stock car of ORCI Championship. Green flag goes down. Group 2 very eager to get away there, and 64 of Julian Vaya goes sideways. We go racing before we get to the high-pitched pass swing supply that only Carl Fedot can achieve. So around turns 1 and 2, they've all gone. 140 Jones is the other leader. Back straight, a few of them getting a bit sorted out with the tyres, and Jake Taylor is the one that's gone wide. 333 Russell gets the full force of as he comes back on the racing line. Spinner, turn 2, yeah. Taylor Bligden goes around tangling with Ben Sanders, another one going around on the far side as well. Oh, absolute carnage into the bend, and Sanders is gone. He's tangled with a whole host of cars, and Julian Vaya, I think, is about to find what the tyres are about. Oh dear, maybe not, as 297 was the one that found the tyres of Ash Robbins. Cars going spinning on the outside of the track as well now. Andrew Russell goes around at turn 2. Where's Alfie Jones? Our leader is into somewhere on the track. I'm just trying to work out where Jones is, and he may have just lost his lead. Now he's still got it, but there he's into turn 1 goes Alfie Jones. Leighton Hughes is second, who's got the lap down. Hamish Prenderleith to worry about in 6.06. Bumper goes in on the back of the back marker, and Andrew Russell goes spinning around on the home straight again in front of us. Andrew Russell having a pretty miserable race. Another car on the wall at turn 1, but they bounce off it. And 162 has gone spinning Brett Shaw, so his good run from the heats has come to a rather shaky end in the tyres at turn number 2. So Jones leads, he's got back markers in front of him. He's now got to get past 713 Riley Scott Sanders, who kindly lets him through. Whether that was a ploy or not, no, it didn't seem to be. Leighton Hughes is second, now Demian Scott Sanders. The leader's now got another back marker to deal with as well ahead of him, which is Ben Sanders, this time in 5.17. Oh, big push at turn number 1, and it's seen Leighton Hughes get fired into the wall, but it's cost Billy Hopkins some time. Oh my goodness, a huge accident on the far side as Andrew Russell has tangled big style with Scott Sanders, and oh, big hit on the home straight as 224 Callum Smith is hit head on by Riley Scott Sanders. Rejoins, he gets a frou over the rear bumper as well in 43. But Jones leads. Bligden is a lap down, giving a bit of something to think about. He's got to deal with the battle between 162 and 333 ahead of him. Puts the bumper on the back of Brett Shaw in 162, tries to get the 162 car wide, but 333 gets in the way. Oh, double spin the home straight as 162 and 333 go around in synchronisation on the home straight. That wasn't a sport in the Olympics, but Leighton Hughes has now caught up to Alfie Jones for the lead. We're in the second half of this race now for the saloon stock cars, and it looks like it could be a two-horse race now between Jones and Hughes at the front. Back marker traffic will also play a part. They catch 527 of Elliot Wise, and Elliot, if you excuse the pun, wisely moves out of the way, and Alfie Jones is going to get turfed out, I think. Well, Hughes is trying his everything to do it, but I don't think Hughes can get him sideways. He's going to go down the inside instead, and then Bligden comes sailing into the party courtesy of Billy Hopkins, but it wasn't enough to cue ball Jones into a circle. With that, Leighton Hughes now leads, but not for long, and Alfie Jones spins him out, and Hopkins takes the lead. So Jones has gone. He tangled with Leighton Hughes. He went for a move that didn't come off. Jake Taylor now gets second place in 8.20. So Hopkins leads. Not many more laps to go now. Bligden's going to try and upset the party, I think. He's not quite done so yet as Riley Scott Sanders goes around. Callum Smith has pulled off as well in 2.24. So can Billy Hopkins hold on? Ben Sanders rattle around the plating on turn number 4. One trying to rejoin. It's the 162 of Brett Shaw trying to rejoin. Jake Taylor dealing with 5.35. Bligden on the far side to 8.20, making some ground up again. And oh, big hit at turn number 3. I think the Sanders have just gone toward each other. They have indeed. Julian Vay has gone out with Andrew Russell and Hamish Plenderleith in front of us as well. So Hopkins leads in 15. Where is Mr. Hopkins? Here he is off turn 4 with just 10 more laps to do of the Aldershot Raceway. A long old race this one for the saloons. Normally you would see them only doing about 20 laps at the max, but tonight a very long race indeed. And it's probably a good thing for Alfie Jones. He's got time to try and retake his lead, but you've got Jake Taylor between him and Billy Hopkins, along with the lap down Taylor Bligden. Now Hopkins deals with some back markers that go spinning and scatter the field behind. 3.27 went around after taking with 1.62 of Brett Shaw. So 3.27 of Furinell really caught things out there. Julian Vera has gone spinning away to our left as well at turn 1 in the H64 car. Now 2.97 is getting involved. 333 Russell's gone again. He's not having a very good race now. Callum Smith has tangled with Ben Sanders. The leader's going to get caught up in this, and they are indeed. So that's really mixed things up. And now Jake Taylor leads as Billy Hopkins got fired wide by the back markers, and Hopkins puts Taylor away. Now 1.40 Jones back through for second. Now Hopkins down to third. Hamish Plenderleith on the inside, 5.35. Bligden goes spinning as well. He got turfed out of the order, and it's caused a bit of a congestion behind, and 2.24 Smith I think has just gone into the fence head first. So it's Taylor from Jones. That's the top 3. Hopkins is next, and Leighton Hughes is fourth. Rollover far side. 2.98 goes up and over. Luke Derby's back on his wheels again. So Alfie Jones now leads and has taken over from Jake Taylor, who's dropped down to third, and Sophia Free gets in the way of the lead battle and goes sideways, and Taylor back down the inside in 8.20. Smith is on the far side. Andrew Russell rejoins the track and causes all sorts of carnage to the leaders. Taylor sideways, Jones on the inside. They rattle off the plating on turn 4, and it's going to be Jones back to lead it in 1.40. And now Taylor is going, and 2.97 is not the going, but he is the gone. So round has gone. Ash Robbins in 2.97. Andrew Russell tangles with 5.68 on the far side as well. That was Mackenzie Webb he tangled with, so Jones leads. Billy Hopkins second place in 15. It'll be 2 laps to go this time. Hopkins is limbering up for an attack on the back of Jones, but here comes Taylor, who's not dead and out of the water yet. Oh dear, bit of a tangle on turn 4, and Taylor, as I say, that is gone, so that's a commentator's curse for Taylor. With that, Jones leads. Billy Hopkins has got to try really hard in these last lap and a half to get at the leader. Andrew Russell may make things a little bit easier for the second place runner. Yeah, Andrew Russell's got the brakes on our leader, but Russell is now gone and delays Hopkins more than Jones. Hopkins hits the wall on turn number 2. So Alfie Jones and the back for the final time. Hopkins winds it up and goes slamming into the fence flat out. Ben Sanders tried to move him. Hopkins, and 1.40 Alfie Jones takes the checkered flag and wins a dramatic and very lively ORCI championship for the saloons. Oh, got a rollover on the line, big rollover after the flag as 5.17 Sanders carried across the line and flipped onto his roof. Right in front of us, another rollover as well, and 6.06 Plenderleith finishes the race on his side. Tangles with 2.97, and they all go charging into the car that's upturned, but there's not a lot we can do about that once the computers take control of them. So dramatic stuff there, but Alfie Jones read the race To perfection there, just managed to get through